Attention, Insomniacs. This is Mister Lobo with your weekly announcement. And boy, what a time to be a Insomniac. I have never been busier. There's so much going on, and still flat broke, Aaron. We need
even flatter broke.
How is that possible? We need some people with some business smarts to get in here and figure this out. Anyhow, we had a wonderful time down in Tidewater area, Virginia. We all spent some time in Norfolk. We also went to Hampton Roads. So within all of that, we presented Pee-wee's Big Adventure on last Friday. Rob, Floyd, and I co-hosted that at the Narrow, which was a lot of fun. We had a good back and forth there, Rob and I. And then, and they made a giant cherry, and they had a bow tie on the front of the stage. Kate at the theater made that, great artwork. And then the poster that Shannon did was amazing. And I think they were raising money for some charity. It was really nice. So we started it off fire out of the gate with Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Then Saturday and Sunday, we went over to the Hampton Roads Convention Center for Haunted Screams Expo. And we got to meet Tassol there, or Tassol, I believe, which is sort of a yellow demon character, who was the mascot of that event. And we had our table set up there. We were right there with all the real celebrities. People came and got their autograph from Mister Lobo, and we had our Blu-rays and our DVDs, and met a lot of Insomniacs there.
I was really surprised how many Insomniacs knew me.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, Aaron, how's your eye, Aaron? Are you okay?" Yeah, everyone was concerned about your eye, and
but just with how little I appear on camera, the fact that people were recognizing me from social media blew my mind.
We got a lot of friends down there
in
Virginia. Yes, indeed, and we got to. There was Al and Tony and a few other Insomniacs that you might recognize from the Twitch chat that showed up, and took pictures with Mister Lobo. A lot of fun. And then the Saturday night, we did at the hotel the Rocky Horror Picture Show. The cast from the Norfolk Narrow Theater, Creatures of the Narrow, Rob and Phyllis's cast, showed up there. Eric Sabo was there. Yellow Fever was there too, and Sam and AJ and Megan and everybody else. They were all there. We did Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I was the criminologist, which is only the second time I've got to be the criminologist with the Rocky, same cast, the Rocky Horror cast. This is a dream. This is a make-a-wish, right?
Yeah.
For Mister Lobo. When I was in high school in the 80s, my first real girlfriend was Janet in the cast, okay? And we used to go to Arden Fair Cinema. Remember that, Aaron? Arden Fair. We did the Rocky Horror thing, and they never do a criminology. It wasn't worth doing that character because he doesn't take his clothes off, right? We don't do the criminologist. That's when we're moving furniture around. We don't want to have a criminologist. So they never had a criminologist, and I thought, boy, that was the role I could do, you know? Anyhow, never did it when I was in my youth, but I got a chance to do it when they first started doing them at the Narrow Theater. Was that last year?
I think so, yeah.
We did the very first one with them, with that cast, sold out, and they've sold out 6 shows since then. Selling out 6 shows. That's a 500-seat theater. Selling that out every time in today's world, that is doing a lot of good for that theater. That's doing a lot of good for that community. Plus, where are all the weird kids going to go? If you're not doing your midnight movies, how are all the weird kids going to meet each other?
When you think about the amount of movies that have been coming out this year that don't sell out.
Yeah, the fact that they can sell out a theater with a 50-year-old movie.
Yeah.
That's amazing. it's all the experience. It's all about the experience. Anyway, so we did Rocky Horror at the hotel, which that takes a lot of talent to do it away from the theater. It's one thing to do it in a theater, but to do it in a convention room on a rickety stage and still pull off an amazing show.
Well, and a stage that they hadn't, and a room they hadn't been in before.
No. And then Aaron and I, we tried to resist helping with the tech.
Yeah.
But we couldn't resist completely. We ended up helping the tech guys a little bit. Mr. Lobo was moving chairs and pushing the projector around. Ridiculous. But had a great show. Everyone loved it. The organizers loved it. Sunday morning.
And I captured it all on video too.
Oh yeah, I guess that, sure, yes. Which is something that's really important to them. They really wanted to have a good record of it.
Yeah.
So we've got the whole show caught on video, and Aaron is going to unleash that on the world at some point.
Yeah. So you'll be able to see Mr. Lobo be the criminologist.
That's very, and everybody, and everyone else's real, actual good performance too.
Yeah.
Sunday.
And everyone else's good performance.
Yeah. So I'm just hamming it up. Everyone else is actually practiced and on point. Last Sunday was the last day of Haunted Screams Expo. Rob and I co-hosted all of the costume contests for the little kids on up, and that was a lot of fun. And of course, that was that. And then there was the long 6-hour drive home. Oh boy, and we're still catching up.
Yeah.
Still a little tired.
Because we ended up not even making the drive up Sunday. We ended up waiting till Monday because we were too dead to do it Sunday.
Yeah. So we drove back home on Monday. So we missed our stream on Monday.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, we got back on Tuesday, and then we've been playing catch up ever since.
Yeah.
One of the things I did do once I got back was my very first Cameo, Aaron.
Yeah.
Cameo. Now, we have Lobograms that we do for people that are very elaborate. People contact us privately, and it's for someone's anniversary or their birthday or their whatever. And Aaron and I have done these more elaborate videos.
Filmed on the set.
Filmed on the set with the camera and everything. And it's the Cameo. You got to do it on your phone. It's got to be like 30 seconds, and you got to upload it to their service. So it's a very different kind of thing, but it's a huge platform, and everyone's on it. And people who are looking for a special message for an event, for like Mike's Bat Day. Mike had his Flappy Bat Day. His brother Chris thought they would like getting a message from Mr. Lobo for Mike's birthday. And Mike has a cat named Mage. I know so much about him now. He likes shrimp. He likes Akira, So hopefully we're not spoiling his birthday if he hasn't gotten the message yet. That would be terrible, right?
Yeah.
He sees this in the announcement, and now he's like, oh, great, now my birthday's spoiled.
Well, I guess if it's a Cameo, it probably went to him right away when you sent it, right?
I don't know how that works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might go to Chris, and then Chris gives it to his brother on his birthday. So if I spoiled your birthday, Mike, I'm sorry. But maybe I made your birthday too. Yeah. I can make your birthday, and I can unmake it. All right. But anyhow, if you want to do a Cameo with Mr. Lobo, go to cameo.com and look up Mr. Lobo. It's real easy. And then I have 24 hours to comply.
Was it 24 or was it 72?
I don't know. I think
we had 3 days.
I'm not sure. I know it's a short amount of time, so go and check Cameo to make sure. I don't want to commit to that.
I just remember us counting it down, like making sure we still had enough time.
Yeah, and maybe there is. I don't know.
They don't give you a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time. It's a quick turnaround. It might be 48 hours. It might be, I don't know.
Yeah. And do we have a page set up for the Lobograms?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
We're working on it.
Okay. Just asking if there was a link for me to drop. Speaking
of which, special time with Mr. Lobo, we've been doing the coffee clutch on Patreon. Mr. Lobo in his bathrobe talks about just whatever. The thing about it is that it's exclusive only to Patreon. And we're revamping Patreon, so pardon our dust. The Cinema Insomnia Patreon, we want that to be a thing we're subscribing to unto itself, not because I feel like the info we were giving you were info you could get other places. I feel like that the rewards we were giving you were rewards you could get anywhere. So I feel like having exclusive content on there is the wave of the future for the Patreon. And the first thing we're trying on there is the coffee clutch. Something that I might, and I'll have to talk to Aaron about this, but trying to find a way of some of the live stream content that we can't archive anywhere else. Maybe archiving some of that on Patreon, so some of the live stream content's available to the folks on Patreon, which wouldn't be available to other people. But the purpose of it is to have things on there, downloadable content, other content that is special. And of course, some inside baseball on what we're doing. All right, so that's that. Coffee Clutch on Patreon. Those have been fun. We've done 4 so far. Scumdance Film Festivals this weekend. If you live in the San Francisco Bay Area, our good friend George Sakura from Hard Day's Nightmare is involved with this film festival. This is like, I feel like this is the stuff that even Troma won't touch.
Wow.
This is really like the seamy underbelly of cinema in the best way, I think.
So if they rejected your film.
Right. If Troma rejected your film, come on down to Scumdance.
Well, if Scumdance rejects your film.
If Scumdance rejects your film, rethink your career choices. No, I'm actually very excited about a lot of these films. There's Kim's video, Into the Shed, Waka Chicka Waka. That sounds saucy. Waka Chicka Waka. The Herp, that sounds saucy too. Girl Talk. An Untitled MOV. Now that's an underground movie.
Wow.
That is as underground as it gets. I'm expecting a snuff film for Untitled MOV. And more and more and more and more and more. If you're interested in Scum Dance, go to scum.dance. Get your tickets 29th and 30th. Lost Church in San Francisco, Scumdance Film Festival. What will they think of next, Aaron? What a time to be alive. Speaking of submissions and voting and films, this weekend, we don't know what we're showing you on Twitch. You're going to vote for it. So that's going to hit the poll should be hitting the Facebook fan group today. Look for it in the Mister Lobo Cinema Insomnia fans group on Facebook. I might even repeat that poll on Patreon. But when you see that poll, choose which episode of Cinema Insomnia you want us to host on Twitch Saturday night. Anyhow, vote for your Cinema Insomnia episode. There will be, I think, 4 choices or something, and I think that's it. There isn't anything else, Aaron, is there? Can you think of anything?
I don't think so. And maybe this time we'll remember not to have the suggestion box open so that it's selective vision.
Yes, but that would be like, never mind.
It was just funny.
Mr. Lobo's choice is final for Saturday night. And
it was funny because I remember one week that was left on and then people were suggesting stuff that wasn't even Cinema Insomnia episodes.
A couple other things really quick. There, of course, we've got our fan club reboot, which I forgot to mention. So go to our Square site. It's on the front page, OSI74 Square site, or you go to cinemainsomnia.com/fan-club-kit. The people who are pre-ordering now are helping us pay for things like the decoder rings, which we're bringing back, and all the amazing poster by the Daria artist, and all that stuff that comes with that. And those people who are jumping on early and paying that premium are going to be getting items that the other fan club, the normal fan club kit won't have.
Should we give a shout out to Toy Fusion also for helping sponsor that?
Yes. Big shout out to Toy Fusion. Go to toyfusion.com or go to his store, right, on Arden Way.
Yeah.
in Sacramento. Amazing stuff. Andrew has an incredible collection of toys. He's always looking for new toys. He's buying, he's selling. He's got everything.
Yeah.
And
He's got several warehouses full of like mint, old, unopened classic toys.
Several warehouses. So if there's something you're looking for, go to Andrew at Toy Fusion. And thank you, Andrew, for helping us get in the toy business with our decoder rings. The other thing I want to mention real quick before tossing it off is the newsletter. Look, check your inbox, check your spam box, check your trash box, your bento box. Check all your boxes and see if you're getting our newsletter. And if you're not, go to our website, cinemainsomnia.com, join our list. I think there's a place right there on the front with a drop down where you can jump on it too. But get on our mailing list. And I think that's it, right, Aaron?
I think so.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying before. Your choice this Saturday night. See ya on Twitch. All systems go.